Hello and welcome to another episode of our From the Helm series, live here at the Resources Rising Stars Conference on the Gold Coast for 2025. I'm Grady Wolfe, Senior Market Analyst with Bell Financial Group. Derek Marshall, CEO of Trek Metals. We've caught up a few times, has been a little while between catch-ups. So for our investors who aren't aware of the Trek journey, can you tell us about the company and what you've been up to?
Absolutely. So Trek Metals, we're a junior explorer looking for gold in Western Australia, and we're focused. The strategy is that we're a frontier explorer, really looking for game-changing deposits, and I believe that we've got an absolute cracker in our Christmas Creek project in the Kimberley region of Western Australia at the moment.
Now tell us about that Christmas Creek project. What's going on? Tell us about what you found.
So we've just completed a large drill program, 10,000 metres. We've got assays coming in at the moment. I'm really excited to see, what the results are there. But certainly we started last year, was our first year at the project. It's a relatively new project as far as projects in Western Australia go, which, as an exploration geologist makes me really excited.
Yeah.
Because we're essentially in a new search space, and I really like that term, and it was actually coined by John Wronski, who's a serial explorationist, and he's made all these discoveries, and it was actually his project. He came up with the idea that area, Christmas Creek, would be a really good place to go looking because it's got the structural architecture. It's under shallow sands, so it hasn't been subjected to the historic prospecting style of geology where you walk across the surface and you see the rock. So we're really in a new province, and we've been getting some really exciting results.
Now your first round of drilling, as you did mention, has started to come through or is coming through soon?
So we drilled first season last year, and we got some really interesting results. So we've got 3 main targets, and the scale of them really big. So the project area, over 1,000 square kilometres. We've got these 3 main projects that are multi-kilometre in scale. So they were defined mainly by soil sampling. So they're between sort of 2 kilometres, 4 kilometres, and the big one's 10 kilometres long. So we're really in these big mineralised systems. And our first year there last year, we got some really game-changing results. We got a nice gold intersection at our Martin prospect, 10 metres at 12 grams.
12 grams, that's a pretty good reading.
Yeah, and 10 metres at 7 in the same hole.
Oh, wow.
2 zones, high-grade gold, and we've been following up around that this year. Really, we've released 5 of the step-out holes from around there, and 4 of them returned high-grade gold. So we know, we're onto a system there. It's just a matter of finding out, where the sweet spot is and how much of it's there. Azan prospect, I really like it because it's when you first look at the map of Christmas Creek and you look at the gold in soil, there's a big red dot. And, as geologists, geophysicists, anyone, explorers, you love the big red dot. You're like, oh, that's interesting.
That's nice.
and it's 4 kilometres by 4 kilometres. And the initial drilling that was done by the previous company to us who had the project, which is Newmont, world's largest gold mining company. And, they were the ones to first explore it. After John came up with the idea and pegged it with some private guys, Greg Down and Keith, they got Newmont in. Newmont drilled the main bit of the anomaly, but at the same time expanded the soil profile and expanded it to the north. And so they didn't get to drill that area. Okay. We drilled to the north and got, some wide zones of low-grade gold, but still way more gold than what they had found. Yeah. And when we look at that, we did some drone magnetics, and we think we're really nailing the geological picture of what's controlling that gold, and that really excites me. And so we've drilled a bunch of holes this year, but the results are pending, and I'm really hopeful and excited that if what we think is happening there is happening, and it's these particularly contacts are mineralized, then there's about 12 kilometers of strike of those to really sink our teeth into.
Then you've literally struck gold.
Yeah, that's right. That's the aim of the game.
That's what we want to hear. Now, elsewhere in the Trek portfolio, what other assets are you looking at and what excites you in FY26?
Yep, we've got another frontier exploration project. The board has really set the strategy to go out and look for these, really big prizes. And so another area in Australia, we're Australian focused, another area in Australia that's really seen some incredible success and the region open up for exploration is the Arunta.
Yep.
So WA1 made big niobium discovery, world class, amazing, discovery story there. And that belt of rocks, all the exploration to date has been on the Western Australian side, and the belt of rocks continues through into the Northern Territory.
Yeah.
And we've got a lovely bit of ground there, but as does WA1, they kind of surround us as well. That made the discovery, and we're just waiting to get land access to get in there. There's never been any exploration on our tenement. Nobody's ever drilled a hole, so there could be anything out there.
Anything underground there, any commodity. So very exciting to hit that ground running. And now, why should investors consider Trek Metals as an investment opportunity in FY26?
I think Trek is really well positioned because we've got an incredible board and team. They've got serious skin in the game. They want this to succeed. They've been incredibly successful previously. They were the founding directors at Pilbara Minerals and created, a multi-billion-dollar company there. So they've done it before. They're really, backing the strategy to go out, find these game-changing discoveries, and we're going to continue exploring, and I think we've got some really amazing tenements, and we're going to be out there. It's all about action. We're going to be out there doing the, getting the rig spinning and exploring.
Derek, we're really excited to follow the Trek journey over the next 12 months. Thank you so much for joining us today, as always. And thank you for joining us for this episode of From the Helm. We really hope you enjoyed it as much as we did filming it. If you did, be sure to subscribe to every YouTube channel that we have to stay up to date with all market commentary, analysis, insights, and of course, exclusive CEO interviews like this one.